Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Klash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Well, here we go with some of the highly sought-after tickets that are free, guaranteed entry to the Cubby Bear a week from Thursday, Coheed and Cambria, our Q101 pop-up. And this one's going to be epic. Sponsored by Cubby Bear, Boost Mobile, and Modelo. And you have to get in guaranteed-wise. This is going to make sure you're there because it's free, but 500 people show up, 5,000, 15,000, we don't know. They're playing later in the year at Northerly Island, which can hold up to 30,000 people. This is unique and will be historic. So Martha is checking in, competing for these passes. Martha, ahoy, tell us something about yourself.
Hey, good morning. My name's Martha. I'm from Dyer, Indiana. I work at a steel mill.
Hell yes.
Third generation.
Third generation?
Yes.
So what, were you ordered to do it by the person above you, the dad, then the grandfather?
No, it just kind of fell that way.
Are there insider secrets? Is that why the family passes those on making steel?
Yeah, the insider secret is they'll hire you if you're in the family.
Okay. Sounds about right.
There you go, right? All right.
Well, here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails, Martha, on a quarter steel, right? Is it steel?
I thought it was 10.
Well, I don't know. I think it's 10.
10 sounds very non-fun.
Well, it's only a quarter.
Yeah, but it's worth 25 cents, though.
I know. That's why if you melt it down, it's 10.
Isn't it just metal? But I don't know the difference. Those kinds of metals, steel and tin.
Martha?
Yeah. I don't know.
Martha's a poser.
Martha just got off a midnight shift, so she can barely think straight.
Damn
I
right.
had to pull over when I got through.
Oh, boy. All right. I forgot what you called, Martha. Heads or tails?
I'm very excited. Tails.
Tails is correct, Martha, on this tin quarter. All right, here we go. Martha, question number one. The dinosaurs went extinct roughly 66 million years ago because of what?
The Ice Age.
The Ice Age is not
So
correct.
the meteor what crashed in causing the Ice Age. Does that count?
We take our first answer there.
That's right. I was after the buzzer.
All right, that's fair.
Kenzie,
That's
what would you say, Kenzie?
Well, I swear to God, I was going to say the meteor. She
I don't
just
believe
wouldn't
you.
stop talking.
So it is the meteor, allegedly, or the aliens came down, killed them all, planted us, and we're the children of the aliens.
Wow, much to think about.
I wasn't going to say that.
That's how.
and
That's
built
what.
the city under the pyramid.
Damn right. Martha might get a point for that. Being a conspiracy theorist like me. Okay, it's back to Kenzie.
It's back to Kenzie. She's up 1-0.
Kenzie, which former U.S. president was a peanut farmer?
We've talked about this before.
Possibly. So which president was a peanut farmer? Give me a president.
I don't know. Abraham was too busy for that, I think.
Is Abraham Lincoln your answer?
I can't think of anybody else who would farm peanuts. Maybe Abraham.
Abraham. I like I just go, you were that close to him, you can just call him Abraham. My guy Abe over there. It was not Abraham Lincoln. Do you know Martha?
Carter?
Carter's
I
right.
have no idea.
Yeah, Carter. Well, no, you do. Carter's right. Very happy with yourself.
Okay, that was a lucky guess.
There you go. That takes care of the asteroid question. You guys are even now.
1-1.
Makes up for the meteor.
Yep.
It's back to Martha.
Martha, staying with presidents, Ronald Reagan was once governor of what state?
California.
California is right. Martha's up 2-1.
They love actors to
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah, I got lucky. I just went for the actor.
There you go. Kenzie, what former NFL player, Rob Gronkowski, is better known by what one-word nickname?
Wait. What? I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
Rob Gronkowski is better known by what one-word nickname?
Oh, Gronk?
Gronk is right, and there we go. We got 2-2. Back to you, Martha. What is it?
Right.
What is it called, Martha, when 4 teams are left in the NCAA basketball tournament? What is that called?
The Final Four?
Final 4 is right. Martha's got 3.
Yeah.
I love her laugh when she gets one right.
They're all
little
lucky
evil.
guesses, so I'm excited.
Oh, yes. This is back to Kenzie.
That's right, 3-2.
Kenzie, in Disney's
Oh, man. Come on, Kenzie. Come on.
Miss it. In Disney's Dumbo, what is it that Dumbo is made fun of for?
His
come
ears,
on.
and I
That is-
cry. Oh my god!
Oh, come on.
She's
I
mocking
hate
you.
when the elephants come in after she gives birth, and then he opens his ears, and they're all
Oh.
disgusted. I just cry.
It's terrible.
It's so mean.
Wait, I can't remember. Are his ears dirty when they
They're
go up?
huge.
I know they're huge, but I mean, you said disgusting. Does he have earwax?
Yeah, they're like disgusted by his big ears. It's
Oh.
he's adorable. They're disgusting, mean elephants.
Oh, they're disgusting. I thought you said they're disgusting when the ears went up. I thought there was
They were
earwax.
disgusted. Like they acted disgusted.
Yeah.
Kenzie was one of the ones that bullied Dumbo.
No, how I would literally cry. Just leave him alone.
Listen, big ears, can't help it.
Yeah.
There's plastic surgery that had fixed those things. He didn't have
He
those
was
back
so
in his day.
cute.
Let's see, whose is it?
It's 3-3, and it's back to Martha.
Martha.
Oh, no. No pressure.
Martha, which charming classic tells the heartwarming tale of a young deer making quirky animal friends in the wild?
Bambi.
Bambi is right.
Yay.
Martha's
The
got
most
4.
monotone yay I've ever heard in my life.
Well, she's been up for like 15 hours
Hey.
making quarters over there in
Hey,
Indiana.
now. Hey, we make steel for Tesla, so sounds a little cooler than quarters, right?
I think
Plot
so.
thickens.
Yeah, okay.
Kenzie's husband has a Tesla, so, you know,
Hey.
keeping that thing working.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
Kenzie, if you have any extra steel for that Tesla, she's got you covered.
No, if I lose like a I don't even know, a hubcap or something.
All right, so Martha's got 4, Kenzie's got 3.
It's back to Kenzie.
Kenzie,
What?
what does SPF in sunscreen stand for? SPF.
Okay.
Yep.
What?
First thought, what do you got?
I'm trying to think of what the F is because it's for sure sun protection.
Okay.
Like factor.
Factor's right. Well, just before the buzzer, she got it.
Oh,
Like, what is it? I was gonna say factory for a second.
it's factor.
All right, so 4-4, but Martha can win with this
Oh,
one.
man.
You ready?
No pressure. Yes.
What kind of animal is Eeyore in Winnie the Pooh?
Donkey.
Donkey
yes.
is right. There we go.
Woo!
I just want to let Martha just go for a while. Go on, Martha. Just go ahead. Let it go.
Woo! Yay! No, that's really cool. I'm really excited.
Just making the steals all night for the Teslas that Kenzie's husband drives. And you're going.
Yes.
You're going to be there. We're going to see you next
yes,
Thursday.
at Wrigleyville at Cubby Bear. I'm so excited.
Hell yes. Coheed and Cambria, guaranteed entry, which is very, very highly sought after for this show.
Yes, very cool.
Will you hang on?
Very
Kate's
cool.
going to get your information. Tomorrow we'll have more of these 7:10 get on the phones and Clash with Kenzie for a chance at guaranteed entry for our Q101 pop-up. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We have some AJR tickets coming up at 8 o'clock. So AJR down in Tinley Park, a fantastic show that is. And I hope we'll all make it there because our privacy being compromised most likely with DNA genetic testing company 23andMe filing for bankruptcy. We talked about this yesterday. And now there's big concerns in the last 24 hours of what's going to happen to my DNA. Kenzie knows their business plan well. Spit in a cup and they tell you you're European.
That'll be $150, please.
Thank you. How did it fail? How did that fail?
How did you F that up?
Well, 15 million people have provided saliva samples to them, so I got to believe there's a certain good portion of Chicagoans that have. And many attorneys now are getting involved before it even goes through because they're going to sell the company. A lot of times bankruptcy, hey, let our creditors lay off for a while. We'll try to regroup here. Not them. They're like, nope, we're going to sell the whole thing.
Only 15 million.
I thought it was more than that.
I would have thought it was way more than that.
Well, think there's more than one company, so way more people have done DNA testing.
The other one's Ancestry, and then
Yeah,
there's
there's a bunch of them.
yeah. So, and it still didn't work. All that spitting in cups with 15 million people and telling them they're European.
It didn't change the world.
Didn't do it. So they're filing for bankruptcy. They're going to sell the company. Well, who are they going to sell it to? Well, who? Well, they're going to have your DNA, and we know they're going to make an army of humanoids from your DNA, so you've got to get rid of it. So here's the easy steps. If you have done this, this is quite interesting. The steps here. First off, log in to your 23andMe account on their website. go to the settings
Hit
section.
forgot password. You haven't gone back.
Okay, yeah. First, get a new password.
You haven't gone back because you found out you were French. So go ahead.
I'm sure you did that 6 years ago and go, yep, I'm French. I don't need
And
to go back.
German.
Yeah.
My last name's Schnitzel, but I still took this test anyways.
It does bring up a good point of once you do this, do you visit the website regularly and would you even remember your password? Because why go again? I don't.
I think you get pinged when it's like, we found someone related to you, which isn't good.
Your dad's not your dad. Hit us up.
Surprise!
You've got an email notification who your dad is. It's not who you think.
Man, to find that out over email, that is tough.
Oof. So you log into your account, and once you redo your password through a lengthy authentication
They're
process.
going to send you a 6-digit code to your phone. You got to type that code into your email, and
Yeah.
then you'll be all set.
Then go to the settings section of your profile. And then scroll to the section labeled 23andMe data at the bottom of the page.
Ominous.
I'm just wondering I don't have an account. So I'm wondering what's in between that. Shouldn't that be the first thing, your 23andMe data?
Profile name.
Yeah.
There's not that many settings I think you'd be able to have. Font choice.
Do they have night mode? Like dark mode? I can't take all this light from this 23andMe page.
Do you want to be notified every time we find a cousin? Like that toggle?
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
this website's ugly. I don't have an account. I guess, should I make an account?
Do you have to spin a cup?
Spin a cup.
I'm going to do that unrelated to 23andMe.
See how fast you can make an
Let me
account.
see if I can make an account real quick.
Okay. I just figured that should be a top. I should go to the settings and go 23andMe
He's the
data.
top.
I think he did call me a top. Thank you very much, Brian.
Oh, well, you're a top?
I can be.
Let's talk later.
What? What are you, a bottom?
There
Are
was-
you a bottom?
There was nothing good you could have said, but that definitely wasn't the answer.
Oh, boy.
Why did you just feel like you felt like a puzzle piece to your life?
That's how I felt when I met Brian, too.
Yeah, I'm
Bored you two.
a bottom. I'm just tired. I just want to sit.
You won't be sitting. I just want you to know that.
All right, back to how you delete your genetic data on 23andMe to save your life
You're
here.
going to want to know how to delete this podcast.
Here we go. So you scroll down there, the labeled 23andMe data at the bottom of the page. Click View next to that. So there's a View button next to the 23andMe data. Download your data if you want a copy of your genetic data for personal storage. Choose the option to download it on your device before proceeding, which device you're going to do it to. Then scroll to the Delete Data section. So once it downloads, I don't know how long that takes. We're talking about Napster earlier. Maybe that takes overnight. I don't know how much your genetic data is. But there you go. Delete it. So it says scroll to the Delete Data. Then click Permanently Delete Data to make sure you get this 23andMe data done. All your stuff off there. And then confirm your request. You'll receive an email from 23andMe. Follow that link in the email to confirm your deletion request. And it might start all over again when you get there.
Probably. You probably get a virus. So you click it.
Are you sure you want to delete your genetic data?
Oh, Brian, this is crazy. I just went to I'm on their website. Well, Case is creating an account. It's such a ripoff. How did they lose any money? So just the Ancestry service is $100. Health and Ancestry is $200. Okay? 23andMe Premium is $268.
A month? Or just one shot?
And for a year.
Okay, for a year.
Okay? And then Total Health 23andMe is $500 a year.
I don't understand what the health part is.
I don't know. Like somebody had a heart attack once.
Oh, I see. They give you
Who
like,
gives a hoop?
yeah, health history, which probably is someone that had cancer. Well, everybody's got somebody that had cancer in their family. So
That's what I mean.
yeah.
Like, come on. So, like, I'm thinking, like, because this one says basic. So the Ancestry for $100 just says basic on it. And that's where they really F you. That's where they're just going to be like somewhere in Asia, somewhere in Europe. And then essential, I would imagine, is what they break down a region for $200.
You have family on Earth.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Here's $100. Can we narrow it down? Yes, for another $100.
Yes.
Did you open an account yet, or is it really hard?
I'm trying to, but I started hyperventilating a second ago because I realized that now I'm playing into their game. They've got my information. At the very least, they have my email. If they have my email, they're one step closer to getting my DNA. It's a very real thing I'm feeling as I'm signing up to make an account right now.
No one's going to do anything with your DNA. You'll be fine.
But the problem is, I'm not worried about the people at 23andMe right now. This company is filing for bankruptcy. They're going to sell. I talked yesterday about billionaire nerds possibly buying it to create fembots that destroy us all. It could be a Saudi prince that buys this. There's no way that this DNA...
What's he going to do with it?
Kenzie, you don't want to know.
And I have to be honest, what is the point of buying 23andMe if you're not going to get everyone's DNA?
That's the problem.
What is the point? What do you buy? You're buying a website?
If I'm not making a Kenzie bot, why am I buying it?
Hey, preach, brother.
What's this like? What are you buying? A domain?
Yeah. They claim that they will not transfer it. By the way, someone sent us a screenshot of the settings when I talked about the settings and the delete your data is at the bottom. So here's how it goes down. It starts with email notifications. Those are enabled if you want them. Push notifications. You just found a new dad somewhere.
What a great push notification.
Push notification. You have 18 siblings.
Is it kind of like a birthday thing where the balloons pop up on your phone and says, you have a sister you didn't know about?
Confetti.
Your phone makes the rap horn noise.
Meet the brother that's going to ask for money soon.
He's not doing well. He got laid off recently.
Oh, boy. You can opt into a health report. There's a beta program. It says you are not participating, whoever sent us the screenshot. There's also a weird thing, the 23andMe research consent document. And this person who sent it to us said, you have given consent. I don't know what that means. They can research your DNA and put together, again, fembots that will kill us all.
Arrested people because of... That's what I don't get about when they say these sites are secure, but people have been arrested after, they've been able to link DNA to crime scenes.
I mean... They found a serial killer that way, so that was a good thing.
I mean, I understand that it was good to find the criminals. I'm just saying it kind of goes against the whole privacy part of it.
Yeah, they shouldn't be able to do that, but...
Guy wanted to know if he was German, and he got arrested.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Coming up, Head to Headlines, where you decide the content of the show. We give you the funniest headlines of the week. We narrow it down to 2, and then you choose which one you want to hear us break down. The other story we'll never talk about again. There are hundreds of hilarious headlines this entire week. So that's coming up at 8:20. Also, we had a text come in the conversation about 23andMe from Carl, who checked in from Woodridge, said, 23andMe, son of a bitch. In it for the money, but too dumb to make enough money.
Jonas, son of a bitch.
That's right. Piece of Garbage Madness, by the way, there's a matchup going on right now. So Piece of Garbage Madness, if you're new to the show, it is people and things that have been pieces of garbage in the last year, and then they're put in the bracket for them like the college basketball tournament. And you decide who advances. So right now, a 6 seed, Chicago Renderings, because this city loves making renderings of what it could be. The Bear Stadium over by United Center. So many renderings out there. And then 11 seed, Millennials are in here. So just a couple in the comment section. Very funny spot. These are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram stories, the voting. You vote there, and you vote in the comments. John checked in about saying he's voting for renderings. And bonus that they feature anything on the lakefront, other than Al Capone and perhaps Mayor Daley. But there is no other force stronger at pushing back in Chicago than Friends of the Parks, which, of course, are causing the issue with why the Bears Stadium will probably move to Arlington Heights. A lot of people voting for the renderings here. I thought Millennials would take it, but I think people love hating on the renderings of bigger pieces of garbage in the last year.
I'm very sad by these results so far. But again, 24 hours voting is still young, but I would like to see Millennials take the edge here.
Are you kidding me? You want Millennials over the renderings of the city? Like, hey, let's draw a really pretty picture of the other thing you should pay for, even though you haven't paid off the last one for us. From billionaires.
The beautiful thing about the rendering is they never go anywhere. So all it is a pretty picture. It's no different than going to the art museum.
I guarantee we had to pay the company for the rendering. I think about the money we spent on that.
That's fine. They're in it for the money, not the science.
Every time I hit a pothole, every time I think of a damn rendering.
So, Case's hate for Millennials, someone checked in also and said, yes, Case, but remember, we had to tell your generation to not eat Tide Pods.
In fairness.
Are you going to defend that?
Tide Pods. First of all, actually, 2 points. This got me fired up. First of all, Tide Pods looked delicious. We had to try them to find out they were bad.
That's your backing up your generation? They look delicious?
They look delicious. Tell me I'm wrong.
They don't. They look like detergent.
They look like plastic. What do you mean?
Oh my God, but they look like they'd be like a flavor explosion in your mouth. I never ate a Tide Pod, but I understood why people did. And I'm glad they did so that we found out that we shouldn't do that. Second of all, Everybody acts like Gen Z is the only generation to try an experiment and then fail with something. They hold these Tide Pods over our head like it's the most evil thing that's ever been done on Earth. So what? A guy ate a Tide Pod. Big deal.
There were many of them.
They looked tasty. I understand why people did it. Don't do it, but I understand why people did it.
You Gen Zers do anything on TikTok.
Yes, I think you align yourself way too much with your quote unquote like labeled generation. Like I've never once thought about, because I get confused on if I'm millennial or Gen Z. I'm not even sure which one I am. I don't care what they're doing. I'm not like, it's fine, they ate Tide Pod. It's not like, you look like it's your country and you have a flag on your back. Who cares?
I feel like I have to wave the Gen Z flag because the other thing that happens being Gen Z is the people in my life that are older, that are of a different generation, what happens is they don't know anybody that's Gen Z other than me. So they get to know me, they like me, and then they go, well, you're not like those other Gen Z people. You're cool. It's like, no, you just don't know anybody else. You see like one tweet from a dumb 24-year-old and you assume that's the entire generation. You have no idea what's happening.
No, pretty much is.
Yeah.
It pretty much is. And also, I know you. Mm-hmm. I am a Gen Xer. We built everything you guys use, by the way. We built the country.
I never understand that argument. You didn't build the country.
We built the iPhone. That's what you spend your whole life on.
And Brian's doing what you're doing, Kay. He's associating himself. He's never built like anything.
No.
You guys don't get to just claim all of it, good or bad.
I knew a guy that worked in the Apple store.
What?
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And people checking in all morning long because Sam from Chevelle was here and said, like, when's Sam going to get there? And a lot of people in Bensonville checking in for some reason. What do you think the fan base of Chevelle in Bensonville is, Sam?
Carpet store fans, maybe? I don't know. Is that a thing?
Big Bensonville contingent. Now, I know, obviously, hailing from Grays Lake, we know the contingent there, you know, of the Chevelle fans.
Yeah, it's great. It's a tiny little town, you know, like every other town. I mean, I've been around the world. It's pretty great, but I guess home feels like home, right?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, started in a barn up there in Grays Lake.
Yeah, that's music. Right. Right there is a cow behind me, some chickens.
Little hoedown.
It's a little hoey.
It's hoey in Grays Lake.
Yeah.
So we're very excited returning to the studio. Our great friend Sam from Chevelle, and they have some new music we're going to debut in a second. Rabbit Hole Cowards Part 2, or Part 1, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. What I was going to ask you was, is there 7 parts to this song on the album?
There's only 2 parts.
Okay.
But the first part is this song, and then the second part is like a much heavier, not version of the same song at all, but it's just the same content, right? So it's the same idea. Yeah.
And
heavy as in like mentally a lot, or heavy as in like more electric guitar?
Both. So
okay.
The second part of it is heavier in content. It's the same sort of idea in that the song is about, rabbit holes, right? Going down rabbit holes, whether it's reading, education, YouTube, whatever.
Yep.
And then the second part is that same thing, but just deeper and more dark.
Huh.
Darker.
Okay.
That's dark.
Well, we're going to start with Part 1.
Yeah.
We'll play that one in a few minutes.
Can you imagine how people would my people would freak out? Like, oh, let's play Part 2 as well.
I mean, you got it all in your pocket, right? It's on your phone?
I have a lot of things in my pocket. We're going to talk about that shortly.
We'll do all of them. We're going to play all of it.
It's really good to see you, man. Love you coming in. And your whole time here in Chicago with us, with Q101, just feels like we were all waiting for a Chevelle song, then Sam or Pete or whoever comes in and does it. It's always been a really fun. And with the Chicago music scene, you know, I don't know how interconnected you are with everybody else. I mean, you obviously Disturbed and the Pumpkins and Fall Out Boy and more recently like a Freako or Bridget Calls Me Baby or whoever. Mm-hmm. Do you feel totally connected into the scene?
I wish I felt more connected. It's just time, right? It's just getting out to shows.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of making it through a part of my life where that was harder. It's starting to be a little easier so I can go to more shows and do more things. I know the Refusing Quicksand was here last night, and I missed that. That sucks.
Yeah,
Oh.
I know.
Was parenting duty maybe, something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I was actually here. So, and Pete's not here with me today because he's in Las Vegas doing some stuff too. But I took advantage and I brought my family here last night to swim. So I stayed overnight. So they're just down the street. And he took his family to Las Vegas to go do some stuff. And the same thing. It's like, oh, we're just going to swim in between.
I love that.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of it, right?
That's such like in Illinois, like we want it to be warm so bad. We're like, a pool. Like, get
so
everybody
true.
in it.
Yeah, it's totally true.
You're not doing a polar plunge out there in the lake? Is that what you're talking about swimming? Or
I don't like being cold.
Yeah.
Everything else I'm fine with.
And you still reside here most of the year, right? You live here, you live in Chicago, up
Yeah.
there. Yeah, north side.
Yeah, I literally do have a cow behind me and a bunch of chickens.
That's what's good about it. I mean, I don't know if you ever thought at the situation, relocating and said you don't like it cold, but we like it that you stay here.
Yeah, I don't know. The seasons are nice and all that stuff, but the thing is like it doesn't matter where you go in the world. There's always things, right? It doesn't matter if it's heat or cold or economy or traffic or whatever. So you just kind of got to pick the ones. Natural disasters. That's right. So you just got to pick the one that you can deal with the best, and usually you choose your own problems, right?
Yeah, the cow right behind you while you're recording.
I don't mind the cow. I actually kind of like it. Except the other night, I was like 2 a.m. outside coming in, and that thing just let out this like moo, this bellow, and it just reverberates, and they're so loud. It scared the pants off.
I'm getting the vibe that you're gonna drop a country album next. Like you're getting inspired.
Well, that's not gonna happen.
Oh, okay. For a minute, I thought you were gonna break some news there.
I know.
No news.
So in a couple minutes, about 9:20, we're going to play the new song, and of course, we have tickets for the show at the Aragon coming up with Asking Alexandria. We'll talk about the show more. Can we try to talk you into, and Kenzie, help me out here.
Okay, what do you got?
Sam, can we talk you into moving the show to next week?
Oh, geez, wouldn't that be nice?
It would be really nice. Well, let's get Chevelle right now because August is so stacked.
It wasn't stacked a month ago. Right before this tour was going to be announced, we're looking at it, we're like, this is great. Like, we got great timing. There's not a lot about it. And then, God damn it.
I'm telling you.
It looks like when you look at August, it becomes like apparent that everybody in this genre thinks there's only 1 month out of the entire year, apparently.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it landed like that. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, because you got Lollapalooza starting off, of course, which you guys are a veteran of playing Lollapalooza shows. Then you got Ghost at the Allstate August 1st, Death Cab for Cutie, Lincoln Park at the UC, Goo Goo Dolls, Dashboard Confessional, then Chevelle August 15th. Next night, Shinedown at Allstate. Same night, Offspring in Tinley Park on the 16th. And then Coheed, that's the 19th, 9 Inch Nails, 19th and 20th, so more double shows. Oasis, then that Soldier Field 5 Fiesta. We got Oasis, My Chem, Lumineers, and System of a Down 2 shows.
So I maintain my original statement of God damn it. Yeah,
So besides your show in that August lineup, which concert would you want to go to the most?
I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in there.
It's incredible.
We've done, I've never seen Coheed, but we have played shows with them.
Yeah.
Just festivals. And that was a great show. I mean, seeing System of a Down is always amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't remember all the shows you just mentioned. But it was
few
pretty
in there.
great. It was pretty great. Yeah, I was saying earlier that one of the shows I ended up stacking, I think it's in St. Louis, with Deftones. And Deftones and our fan base are exactly the same. So I was like, well, we'll see what happens with that. Sounds like we're not doing a show in St. Louis that night.
So when we come back here, we're going to debut new music from Chevelle. We'll talk to Sam more about it here of Chevelle and also give out some tickets to the show at the Aragon coming up in the middle of August.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101 and Sam from Chevelle hanging out with us. We're going to debut some new music, the first ever in the world. It was in his pocket. We held him down. We grabbed it out. We put it in a computer. And we're going to play it here in a second.
That's right. I've got a few bruises on the insides of my arms.
You can't hold back from us. Come on.
You are a big man.
6'4"1/4", but...
Okay, Brian, settle down.
Okay.
You just give him the compliment of a lifetime.
So the song is called Rabbit Hole Cowards Part 1. We'll play that in a second. And, of course, we have tickets to the show at the Aragon Friday, August 15th. The tickets go on sale Friday at 10, but they are on sale today with a pre-sale promo code FUNKY.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Is that for the Aragon show? Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's specific for that one.
So you didn't pick that, the word.
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever used the word funky in my life.
I can't see you saying that either,
No,
to be honest.
Not with this haircut.
No. I'd like to get funky tonight. You saying that, I don't see it.
No.
So that's the promo code today at 10 for the pre-sale, and then the regular on sale is Friday at 10. So I want to play this new song, But right when we're going to break, we were talking on the commercials there, and Sam started to tell us a Keanu Reeves story, and we didn't get the end of it.
Oh, I mean, it's not even a very good story, but I'll make it fast. So I follow MotoGP. It's motorcycle racing. That's kind of my hobby and stuff.
Yeah.
And we had a great moment because we were both in Texas and watching the GP race, and they cleared everybody out from the track, but we just kind of hung back on the wall.
When you say we, is it you and Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
So you didn't even tell us how you looked just hanging with Keanu Reeves.
Well, we were all out on the track walking around the bikes before the start. They let you kind of walk if you have like a special pass or something.
Oh, you're special.
Yeah.
Super special.
La-di-da, you and Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, so anyway, so everyone, when they flagged everybody to go, we just kind of both stayed, and we were about 10 feet from each other. And I looked at him, and I was like, I'm staying. And he's like, I'm staying. So when the bikes go, when they first start, it's like a crazy amount of noise and thunder and stuff like that. So we just hung there and watched the whole thing and had that sort of moment. And then we both walked back and had a little small talk. But he's a great dude. He's everybody knows he's a great dude.
He is what he seems on social and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So he didn't say, hey, do you want to go to Denny's?
He didn't. Although, yeah, he didn't.
That's too bad.
You know what's funny too is that was such a great moment at MotoGP for me. It's like your biggest sporting event, right? That's a huge thing for me. But then the next year I went with, dropping names, Jimmy Chamberlain, and Jimmy had such a good hookup that we actually just went and we walked the track during the race on the inside of the track, which is super dangerous, right?
Yeah.
But everyone, as we walked by, the track workers are just looking at us like, who are these idiots walking down the side of the track as these motorcycles go by 200 miles an hour? And Jimmy's like, hey, they're letting us do it. Let's just do it. It was great.
We're rock stars. We can do what we want. Let's get hit. Well, we won't die.
Yes, I was hanging with a rock star. That was
He was hanging with a rock star.
Well, you know.
You also had the special pass. Come on.
I did. Actually, the way that we got it, too, is we were in this box, and I said to him, I was like, hey, man, do you want to go down on the track? He's like, yeah, do you know anybody? I said, I don't, but I'm going to be your marketing person sort of for a second. And I called some people at the track, and I was like, hey, Jimmy Chamberlain's here. So they thought that I was representing him. So I went and met with the people and got him. And they're like, we'd love to have Jimmy down on the track. How many people does he have with him? I was like, it's just us. So that's how I got out on the
Like
track.
Jimmy plus one.
Yeah, it's a Jimmy plus one, exactly.
Doesn't matter how you got the pass. You got there, it was fine.
It was great.
Also, that would have been a tragedy because you were in a dangerous spot and there was a motorcycle accident. Two of the greatest
But
drummers.
what a way to go.
Well, two of the greatest drummers in Chicago history, gone.
What a way to go.
That's how you want to go out by a motorcycle?
We would all hate that race forever then.
Yeah.
No. The only thing better if you were like part of it. Yeah. I would definitely like to go that way. Can you make that happen?
No, we're not doing it. Nope. You got to stay here
You
because
stay safe with your cows, mister.
yeah. You got the cow in the backyard in Grays Lake.
right.
That's
We like you right where you are.
Yeah.
just settle down.
Okay.
Don't be crazy.
Good.
You got the show's in August, so we got to
we
get
gotta
there.
get there. Yeah.
We got to get there. We'd like it next week, but it's not. But what we do have right now is the new song from Chevelle, going to debut right now, Rabbit Hole Cowards Part 1. You gave us a little bit of an insight on it, but you have been working on this album and this music for 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years because we did it in our own studio, produced it. Campbell, our bass player, is our engineer. So he engineered it with us, and Pete produced it, and it's just been an tower of work, man.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody who does their own music and albums knows that. It's a huge thing. And to have it come to fruition after all this time it's a pretty big deal. And I think we did every single thing we could do to every single song. They kept pushing back. The label's like, I thought you were going to give us this record. We're like, well, we got 2 more words to change, or what about this word, or write a new chorus in the middle of it already being done. I mean, there was a song that we had circulating around our label that had been done for a year, and we wrote a whole new chorus to it. So you just have to stick with it and be really, really happy with it, because when you put it out, it's done, right?
Yeah.
It's just
Right.
they take it from you, or somebody has to take it from you, and it's finished. You can't take it back, right? I was saying earlier, it's kind of like having a baby and then pushing that baby out into the street. And like, all
Whoa.
right, go baby. Good luck.
Wow.
See what
Fly,
happens.
baby.
Fly.
baby.
And
Exactly.
Sam has given us that baby, and it's too late. He can't have the baby back.
And we're about to push it right into the street.
We're pushing it in the Chicago streets right
Push
now.
that baby.
Yep, push that baby in the street.
This is Chevelle, brand new music, world premiere, Rabbit Hole, Cowards Part 1, with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.